Welcome to the service clinic at Low Country Harley-Davidson. I'm Doc Harley. The subject today, not all 1157 bulbs are created equal. Back in the old days, when we had big old taillights on the back or real thick turn signals, changing the bulb wasn't a big deal. When you were on the road and you had a turn signal bulb go out or a taillight bulb, well, you took out the bulb, went to your automotive shop, got another 1157, put it in, and you were on your way. But there was a lot of distance between the bulb and the tail light. And so sometimes when you were at the automotive store, the person would say, hey, 1157 is good, but I got an 1157 heavy duty that's a little bit brighter. Want to put that in your tail light? Well, of course you do. You want it to be bright. You want people to see it. But as Harley-Davidson has changed things, such as this Slim, where they've made these, the turn signal and the lens, they're tighter, they're closer to the bulb. So if you get a non-Harley-Davidson bulb in it, which is fine, be sure that you get the right wattage. A stock one ranges between 26 and 28 when the brake light is on, and then it's between 3 and 8 watts when it's just a running light. But here's the scenario. What if you put a heavy-duty one that's, let's say, a 2357 automotive one, and it's a brighter and hotter one, and you're stuck in stop-and-go traffic, and your light is always on the higher beam. The closer lens starts going bad and melts because of the high heat. Now, to work on this, you use a screwdriver, or you can use a penny. There's a slight notch in the lens. You put the penny in and twist, and see? You can see it's melting because of the higher wattage bulb. So you got to be careful what bulbs you're putting into to be brighter. Yes, that's a great thing to have, but sometimes that can be a little bit too much for the lenses that are closer. Now, this customer also has, this unit is loose, and so the bulb came closer to the lens, and of course that also contributed to it. So be careful when you're working on these bulbs. I like to take one of these little rubber mitts you find in the kitchen to grab the bulb because they're hot, and sometimes when they start to fail, they'll pop in your hands. So use something that can protect your hands when you're taking in and out the bulbs. Yes, there is the option you can go LED, but you also have to see that the LED manufacturers usually give you the lenses also, because they're made to go with the LEDs, and this unit here just pops right in. But also know, on some early models, the LEDs have a less resistance, and you might have to put an extra unit in the whole wiring harness so it gives the turn signal module the right signal to be able to flash. Sometimes when you put LEDs on earlier models, they flash twice as fast because there's not as much resistance. But this is an option if you want to go brighter. If you're going to go brighter with a different bulb, check the wattage. Make sure you're not really pushing the limits. Harley-Davidson's usually 26 to 28. If you're going 30 and 50 and you're in stop-and-go traffic and keeping your hand on the brake, it's really cooking the lens. Just a little tech tip from Low Country Harley-Davidson. I'm Doc Harley. We'll see you next week.